All right. It's not every day that I get a message from a real account, from a real person, and where the person is so upset and so angry with me. Like, I actually take the time to listen to them. I actually take the time to listen to them, and you'll be very surprised. You'll be very surprised that you'll be surprised to know that I actually called this person and had a video call. I'll tell you all about it. Okay, I'll tell you all about it. See, if you know me, you know for a fact I do not speak to anybody other than my clients. I only if you're a paid person, I speak to you, paid client, or you're someone that I know or a mentor or someone. Okay, it's very rare, very very rare that I'll call someone who is not my client, who is not my mentor, who is not someone I know, and talk to them, unless, of course, I want to take their advice or their counsel. Okay, and it's even more rare for a person who hates me, absolutely hates me, doesn't like me, whatever, for me to give them a call or tell them, would you like to speak on video? So I'll not tell you specific details about this person out of respect, but this this female, okay, she sent me a long drawn out message. Okay, at first I was like, you see the message, you just ignore. But she kept sending message after message. I was like, at first I thought it was a spammer. I thought it was, people who send all these forwarded emails. But then I realized this is actually the person typing a real message. And what was the message? It was like, Loy Machedo, you think you're very, what? You, I deleted the message, by the way. They had put that view it once or it disappears and all that image and all that stuff. Okay. So I said, you can just delete everything. I deleted because I wanted to tell the person I keep I keep my word. And being a female, I didn't want her to get into trouble by anybody. Okay. So the messages were something, what do you think of yourself? Loy, seriously, what do you think of yourself? Okay. Even before I start, your message was, even before I start, you always say people don't have the guts to reveal their real identity. They're scared to tell you who they are. Here, this is me. My name is, this female sends me her name, and she actually sends me a photograph, and then she sends me her ID also. That also she said, you think I'm scared of you? You think you're a big shot? Here, my ID. You want to destroy my life with your contacts and connections? Here, go ahead and destroy my life. But I'm not going to be afraid of you. I'm going to speak my heart out, and I'm challenging you. Okay. I was like, "Huh, what in the world is happening?" Hey, just imagine you're relaxed and you want to drink your kadak chai. Let me drink also. My blood pressure is kind of going up when I think about it. Not that I'm angry, but she was so angry. Okay, so then from there, she even had the audacity to send me her legal, copies, photographs. Like she wanted to tell me I'm not fake and I'm not afraid of you. Okay, so she went on, and I'm just reading, like relaxing. I'm like half, just woke up, relaxed, and just looking, doing my spring cleaning and doing my email. And the messages are going on and on. She knows with the blue tick. She's saying, since you're reading it, Loy, don't think you're too smart. Don't think you're too rich. Don't think you're too successful. Today you may have money. Today you may be successful. Today you may be powerful. Tomorrow you'll have nothing. Tomorrow you think you're not going to die. You think you're not going to go to your grave. Means she's telling me that one day I will die, and then what you'll do with all your money, and where you'll take. And I was like, what is this? Like, what did I do to this girl that she's so angry? Like, I was like I don't understand. Like, what did I do to her? Like, okay, so finally I told her, my dear. Finally I responded. I said, my dear, just chill, relax, okay. And I, when I told her chill, relax, no, fuck you. Why you should relax? Why you should listen to you? You think I'm your slave? I said, okay, Benji. I said, my dear, may I give a suggestion? Just a suggestion, please consider. Just read it. She said, what? Big capital letters. I said, uh, instead of typing the messages and keep going on, I type, you type, and I'll I'll send you a video link. Okay, I'll talk to you. Tell me what exactly is your problem, because I realize you're genuine. I realize you're real. You're given your ID. You can very clearly tell me why you're angry. What did I do to hurt you, to harm you, that your blood pressure is so up? Okay. So finally, she said, you think I'm scared of you? You think I'm afraid? And she immediately calls. Just imagine she calls. I'm like, okay. I put it on. Put it on. And she's a young girl. She's in her like 20s or something. And she comes, here, this is me. This is me. And she goes like, I am this and I'm that. I'm a Hindu. She tells me, I'm a Hindu and I'm not afraid of you. You think you're a mafia. I was actually looking at the phone, like the phone was plopped here. I'm just sitting and, like, for example, if this was a camera, I'm just that was my expression. Like, like she didn't even say hello, good morning, nothing. I'm a Hindu and I'm this and I'm that, and you are exploiting people. And so what I did is, I realized she had something inside. I was like, let her say everything. I'll just sit and listen. Okay. Oh my goodness. She had, I think, 15, 20 minutes. You're this, you're that. You men are like this. You take advantage and you badmouth women, and you make us what? You sexualize us. You objectify us. You don't have any respect for your mother, your sister. You went on and on and on and on and on. And I just let her. I just let her speak. I was like, if I interrupt, it'll become like, wild fight. So nearly 20 minutes, and she went on, went on, went on. And finally, she was like slowing down. And then she has started to have tears in her eyes. Okay. So I knew that, okay, now we are getting to the main thing. She said, you underestimate this thing and you think we can't achieve our goals, we can't achieve our dreams, and we're substandard. And she went on, and because her tears were coming, and because her nose was thing, I said, just take a tissue. I'm sorry, I can't offer it. Just take a tissue, just clear up. And she said, you don't teach me what to do. I said, sorry. So anyway, she said, okay, wait. And then she went, because, it was uncomfortable. And then she went on, talked, I think nearly 35 minutes. I felt like a psychologist, psychiatrist. I just sat, listened. Finally, after she cooled down, I said, how are you feeling now? The first question I asked her, how are you feeling now? She said, why you acting like you concerned and all that? I said, see, I don't know. I don't know what it is that you are angry about. I listened to you for 35 minutes. Gave a lot. Okay. May I ask you a few questions, if it's okay? I told her, may I ask you, please? Just as a request, so I understand. She said, yeah, ask. I said, You spoke for 35 minutes. You spewed out all your anger, everything about. I told her, what did I do? Can you tell me what did I do that you're so angry with me? And she told me that the video about why not to marry Indian girls. Okay, one sec. Why not to marry Indian girls? That video destroyed her life. And I was like, I don't understand. I mentioned why you should not marry Indian girls because these are the challenges. Okay, I did not say why should marry you. I said Indian girl. She said, well, guess what? My a boyfriend who she was supposed to be, she was engaged to and supposed to get married abroad, Gora guy, whatever. It seems that they were going through a tumultuous relationship, ups and downs. And then the last straw, the straw that broke the camel's back, was my this video about why you should not marry Indian girls. And it seems that her fiance, very successful, Gora guy, well to do, he said, there's so much of truth in this, in what I'm saying. There's so much of wisdom in what this man is saying. I'm sorry, but he has convinced me. I have convinced him that to call this relationship off. And she used to fight with him and all that, but she never thought he would actually break up. And because they broke up, now I was the reason for it. And she was crying. She was bad state. Uh, I just kept quiet. I waited until, she was a little calm. She said, are you happy that you destroyed my life? Are you happy that you... So finally I said, okay, if you give me permission to speak, may I? She said, yeah, go ahead. She said, Law, you just fucked up my life, man. What the fuck? Just say what you have to. I said, see, my dear. I told her, see, my dear. I have put videos why you should not marry Indian women. I've also put videos why you should not marry Indian men. I put videos why you should not marry women. I put videos why girls should not marry men. I've also put videos why you should get married and should have children. And then I've put videos where I've said, get married, but don't have children. So I said, I have, out of 8,500 videos, I have put marry, don't marry a man, don't marry a man, marry an Indian woman, don't marry an Indian woman. Indian women in the sense, marry someone with Eastern values. Okay. Why you should have a child and why you should not have a child. So I've given my opinion on various topics. Okay. So that much you have to agree because I'm not telling you lies. You can just Google search Loy Machedo and put the topic. Now, I told her, hear me out. Listen to this sentence very carefully. If your relationship cannot stand an opinion of a random stranger, then that relationship was not meant to be. I paused and I let it sink in, and she just kept quiet. And then I told her, I'm repeating again, if a relationship cannot survive the opinion of a stranger, of a random person, then what is the use of that relationship? I told her, do you know how many people have told my wife that I'm mafia, that I'm a womanizer, that I'm evil, that I'm a bad example for my child, that I'm cheating on her, that I'm treating her like a slave. I said, do you know how many people have told my wife secretly? In fact, people have added me up as a friend, as a follower, and then they flirt with my wife, or then they champion my wife while saying, you're such a good woman. And I said, not just her, a full village was against her marrying me. All her relatives, far related, not direct sister and all that, they were scared. Scared even her own sisters. And I said, she's stuck by me. But then I told her, but she was the only one who stuck by me. There were three or four girls out of nearly 400 relationships, affairs, whatever. I had maybe 10 or 15 or 20 girls I wished to marry. None of them married me with tattoo, without tattoo, because they listen to society. They listen to their mother, they listen to their father, their uncle, their aunt, their religious teacher. There are people who told, the mother said, my dear daughter, please, I will die if you marry him. The father said, I will kill myself if you marry him. Then they said, you deserve so much better. What will society think if you marry this Loy Machedo? What values will he teach your children? Then there were others who said, I promise you, my child, I love you. I will get you a doctor. I'll get you an engineer from USA. I'll get you a very rich man. You will not have to work. But with Loy Machedo, you'll have to work. I said, so many people got influenced by other people's opinions and they dumped me. They just needed a reason. In fact, there was a relationship that I had with this girl, and her friend said, Loy is having affairs with other women, which was totally false at that time for that relationship. And she believed them without evidence. So I said, what I told this girl is, I'm glad I didn't marry those women because it was not meant to be. If a relationship cannot survive an opinion, a criticism, a false statement, an allegation, that relationship is, I'll give you a very good example, very, very good example. This girl, I'll not give a name because I've not taken permission. She knew me from the age of 20. Very tall, beautiful, but very bold, typical Mumbai character. And even though she was attractive, sexy, whatever, beautiful, she was not my type. She was a type, I'll tell you the type of female she was. Like if suppose you tell her, hey, you got a lovely ass, for example, she will actually turn around and put her ass up to your face and say, yeah, what do you like? Tell me, what do you like? Tell me which part you like. So you'll be like, oh my. And she'll do it in front of all the people. She doesn't give a fuck. So she was a type of female who very masculine, very manly. So she was not my type. And she saw me go through ups and downs. I saw her go through ups and downs. So during a particular phase in her life where she had broken up with one guy, uh, I helped her pull herself together. And then she got this guy who she really loved and he really loved her. Okay. And because I was instrumental in helping her through her depression, she used to take me with her everywhere. Those days, in my 30s. So we used to go to nightclubs together. We used to go to burger joints, and he would have obviously come down to meet. So she was with me, like I would drive her around and I would be with her, and then they would meet. This went on for some time until one day she called me up and she said, Loy, once again, I'm going through relationship crisis where this guy who I deeply love, this new guy, I think it might break up. I was like, why? You both are so happy and, I helped you overcome that and this was going. She said, Loy, you'll be shocked to know the reason. I said, what is the reason? He's saying someone whispered in his ear and told him that you and I, we are having an affair. And behind his back, we are having sex and all that. I said, what? What fucking rubbish, yeah. I said, I treat you like a sister. I don't look at you in that way. She said, Loy, listen, you don't have to tell me all this shit, yeah. Come on. She said, I know you, you know me. But it's just him, and we had a massive fight for this. I said, okay, listen, I'll call him up and I'll speak to him. She said, Loy, nothing doing. Nothing doing. Okay? You don't need to do that work for me. I don't need you to be my mouthpiece. I can talk to him. But then I told her, then your relationship is going to break up, right? Because of this allegation, fake story. And she gave me those words which I'm sharing with you. She told me, Loy, if my relationship, I'm paraphrasing, but these were exactly, if my relationship cannot stand a fake rumor, a unsolicited opinion, some bullshit, someone's just dirty thoughts, just someone's rumor, if my relationship cannot stand that and it'll break so easily, better this relationship is not there. And mind you, this relationship, they were so close, like the parents met and they're thinking of marriage. So it's not meant to be. Fuck it. She told me, I don't want you talking to him. Others, if you dare, it's an end between you and me. So you will not talk to him. You will not interfere in this. I'm not going to convince him. If he wants, let him believe. If not, let him fuck off. Imagine the love of her life. Um, I'm happy to say that it took some time, but eventually he came. He came back to her. She didn't bow down, and he apologized and said, "I'm sorry I doubted you. I feel so ashamed. I feel immense." And the thing is, she didn't suddenly, break into tears and gave him a hug and tell him, "Oh, I love you. I'm glad." He said, "No, you have hurt me. You've broken my trust. You made me cry for this. It will take me time to trust you. It may take me time to repair this relation. Give me time. Earn that trust from me. We'll talk about it." And she made him literally wait for, like he was even ready to get engaged. She said, "No, nothing doing. You wait for 6 months. Until I'm ready, I'm not going to say no." And she made him wait because, very masculine type. Finally, after a year, you'll not believe it, almost took a year. Finally, they agreed on a marriage date. He had to earn her stripes and they got married. So I told this girl about this story and she had tears in her eyes. And finally, she cooled down after nearly, talking to her so long. And then I told her, if it's all right, can I introduce you to my wife? She said, no, no, listen, Loy, I'm feeling so shit. I said, you're a human being. My wife is a human being. Just to his family. I said, I have a small baby. It'll be nice. She said, I know. I've followed you and I know. I said, so is it okay? And, she said, okay, give me a minute. Let me wash my face. So she went, washed her face, and I waited and she cleaned herself. And then I introduced her to my wife. And, my wife, hi, and all that. She went on like that. And she was smiling. And the minute she saw my daughter, she again broke down in tears and I was like, say hello to auntie. And then my baby, why she cry? I said, no, she very happy. That's why she cry. So, and pleasantries were exchanged and all that. And I just told after my baby left, I told my wife, just be here, stand here. And then in front of her, I asked her, I said, how many people told you I'm a bad guy? How many people told you? So my wife was like, why? No, just tell her how many people. And, my wife with her fragmented English, she said, many people say Loy Mafia, Loy bad man, Loy drinking, smoking, going for sex and all. She said, I know Loy, I know him so much. Yeah. He full day working, full day take care. So she was okay. Then they went. So finally I told her, see, listen, People can cherry pick and say, I don't want to get married to you because of Loy Machedo's video, which is the most stupid thing to say. It's like if someone says, oh, smoke and drink, and then they say, I'm smoking and drinking because of this video. He said smoke and drink. Well, there are millions of other videos that say don't smoke, don't drink. But they're ignoring all those videos and they're only saying, oh, it's an excuse. I said, if he was man enough, if that guy was man enough, he would take personal responsibility, personal accountability, and say, I, me, I don't wish to get married for ABC because I feel these are the reasons. I said, that is called a real man. But saying, I'm breaking up with you for this YouTube video of this man giving this, don't marry Muslim, don't, that's bullshit. I said, and one last thing, you have been with this guy long before you met me. You and him have had a relationship. So he evaluated you, you evaluated him. And the sad fact is, you found more benefits than drawbacks to marry him, but he found more drawbacks than benefits to marry you. And he wanted an easy way out. And lo and behold, that is what he did. So you can hold me responsible. Oh, because of him. But remember, it's not just my video. There are hundreds of videos that will say, don't marry girls, don't get married only. So if tomorrow another guy comes up and says, I didn't marry you because Sadhguru said, don't marry Hindu, Christian caste, like, you're going to blame Sadhguru. She just kept quiet. Finally, after everything else, well, I didn't want her apology or anything. She said, I'm sorry. And she says, I'm just confused. I'm just hurt. I didn't know what to do. It's totally fine. Said, I have nothing against you. And I told her, out of respect for you and respect for what we did, I told her explicitly, I said, I don't do such calls. I never. And I don't do such calls for free. It's only because I felt deep down you are sincere, you are genuine. I called you, spoke to you, and I'm not looking for anything from your side. Nothing. No praise, no money, no positive review, nothing. I said, I don't want you to blame him. I want you to look within you and see your flaws by which he evaluated you. What were your flaws? And try to make it better. Maybe he was not meant for you. We're 100% he was not meant for you. It's someone who will never use such a sheepish excuse, but I want you to look within you and become a better human being. So that's what I left her with, and she apologized. And then finally, after calling me lawyer, and she said, "Sir, forgive me. I'm sorry." I said, "Happens." So yeah, that was a nice little incident. I did take a permission. I told her I'll share this story without names and all that. Like, you know how I do. She said, yeah, please don't mention my name. I said, I want you to delete all the messages. I'm also deleting. And I showed her a screenshot that I deleted everything. So anyway, didn't expect this incident to happen. This was out of the blue, one of the rare ones. Quite an experience. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And please don't bash her up. I think she's going through enough. So that's it. Comment, good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts and be positive in the channel, below the comments. Give us something to make her feel. I'm not asking you to kiss her ass, but just in general, what do you think and what would you advise her if she was your sister, your daughter, or your friend? Okay? Anyway, guys, good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. You take care.